Roof Max of Hickory, affordable roof rejuvenation. Visit MakeMyRoofLast.com.
Good evening and welcome into the WHKY News for Tuesday, June 24th. I'm Ralph Mangum. The WHKY News is on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 on Channel 14.2. You can also watch us online, WHKY.com, and on our YouTube channel. In our top stories, a news briefing was held today as authorities provided an update on the mass shooting investigation in Catawba County. Some new information was revealed. WHKY's Rob Eastwood attended that news conference and has this report from the Justice Center.
During a news briefing held today here at the Catawba County Justice Center, indictments were announced in connection to the mass shooting June 1st in Mountain View. The incident occurred on Walnut Acres Drive late the evening of May 31st and early the morning of June 1st, and one person was killed. 58-year-old Sean Patrick Hood of Lenoir was the individual killed. 11 others were injured. District Attorney Scott Riley announced the indictments. Garen Nathaniel Killian, Keandre O'Neill Mack, Toland Huff Jr., Zachary Michael Bates, Isaiah Kane Mitchell, and Charles Rodell Kincaid III were all indicted on one count apiece of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and 63 counts of attempted first-degree murder. In addition, Zoe McKenna Braswell was indicted on 4 counts of accessory after the fact to attempted first-degree murder. Authorities say that this incident was planned and premeditated. Aaron Turk, a major with the Catawba County Sheriff's Office, who is part of the investigative team, discussed the fact that there was a homicide in the case and whether charges would be filed in connection to Mr. Hood's death.
Our investigation has revealed that the person responsible for killing Sean Hood was attempting to return fire at the hillside shooters and inadvertently struck Sean Hood. In North Carolina, the laws concerning self-defense are clear. Our investigation has shown that the person responsible for Mr. Hood's death was not intending to target Mr. Hood, and again was targeting the hillside shooters. As such, and at this time, there's not going to be any charges pursued criminally against the person responsible for Mr. Hood's death.
Police are still seeking information related to this incident. If you attended that party on Walnut Acres Drive, you were asked to contact the Catawba County Sheriff's Office with any information you may have that may be helpful to them. This multi-agency investigation is continuing. Reporting from the Catawba County Justice Center in Newton, I'm Rob Eastwood, WHKY News.
Thank you, Rob. For a longer version of that report, go to the WHKY YouTube channel, and you can also see the entire news briefing on the WHKY Facebook page. WHKY's Arianna Mack and her guest have the latest on the Hickory Public Housing Authority.
That's correct, Ralph. Previously reported on WHKY, the Hickory Public Housing Authority has filed a lawsuit against an organization that owned and operated 311 low-income housing apartments in Hickory. The court filing stated that New Dimensions owes the Hickory Public Housing Authority $278,183.99 after the Housing Authority reportedly advanced funds to them. Joining WHKY, Anthony Starr and Stephanie Hamvey.
The Western Piedmont Council of Governments is a governmental entity that was created by the 28 local governments in our 4-county area back in 1968. Those 4-county area, that includes Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, and Catawba counties, 24 municipalities, 4 counties. We provide a variety of services to our local governments and on behalf of our local governments, as well as regional cooperation for the region. In 1978, our local governments decided to create a regional housing authority within the Western Piedmont Council of Governments to administer what is commonly called Section 8 housing choice vouchers.
Explain the relationship of Western Piedmont Council of Governments, Hickory Public Housing Authority, and New Dimensions to this situation.
So the New Dimensions is a nonprofit entity that the Hickory Housing Authority created several years ago, and they transferred ownership of what we think of as public housing units. There's 300 plus of those in the city of Hickory, and they transferred ownership of those units to that private nonprofit organization, and it has its own board. It doesn't have any relationship to the Hickory Housing Authority any longer. They used to have a shared management agreement between the two entities and share the same staff, but that no longer is the case as of February 2025.
Where are you currently in the lawsuit?
The lawsuit has been filed, and it's a process, and at some point we'll have our day in court. And that we've given the initial notice of the lawsuit at this point, and that's kind of where the litigation stands at this point. And the Hickory Housing Authority will cease to exist at the end of June, and all of its vouchers will become the part of the Western Piedmont Council of Governments.
Anyone looking for housing, where should they go?
So the residents of New Dimensions can apply. We talked about that earlier through the Choice Mobility Program. They can come to our offices. There were posted applications on their doors, but if they've lost them or misplaced them, they can come to our office and get another one through June 30th. We also have a list of housing resources that we offer people at our office for other income-based housing in the community, since we are not taking normal applications at this point.
Stay up to date on this at WHKY.com. Reporting, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thank you, Arianna, and thanks to Anthony Starr and Stephanie Hamvey for their time today. Firefighters in Morganton responded to a vehicle fire yesterday. At about 8:30 Monday morning, Morganton Public Safety responded to the scene at 145 West Parker Road. Upon arrival, responders found a Toyota Camry in the business's parking lot with flames visible from the engine compartment. Crews quickly extinguished the fire. No injuries were reported, and no nearby buildings or businesses sustained damage as a result of the incident. A driver was trapped when a vehicle rolled over Sunday. Mooresville Fire and Rescue, the Shepherd's Volunteer Fire Department, and Iredell County EMS were dispatched to the scene on the Mount Ulla Highway shortly before 7:30 a.m. Sunday. According to the Iredell Free News, responding units were notified of a rollover with possible entrapment. Mooresville Rescue 1 also responded to the alarm. Ladder 6 was first on the scene and confirmed an entrapment. Ladder 6 crews stretched a precautionary hose line and removed the windshield of a van that was on its side and removed the driver, who was suspended by a seatbelt. Iredell County EMS evaluated the driver. No serious injuries were reported. In the crime report today, 2 Iredell County arrests for felony and misdemeanor child abuse. In local sports, a pair of academic All-Americans for Lenorine softball. Jason also has some American Legion baseball. And in community focus, a gas leak closes Highway 70 in Burke County. Plus, Rob has information on low-income energy assistance block grants. Sunny with a high just above 95 degrees today. About the same tomorrow, though there is a 40% chance of some afternoon thunderstorms. For the rest of the week, we will either be at or just above 90 or in the upper 80s. There's a chance of rain each day, ranging from 30 to 45%. Not quite so hot next week, with highs mostly in the upper 80s. The latest weather forecast can always be found at WHKY.com. I'm Ralph Mangum. You're watching the WHKY News.